everyone, I am Dr. Millie and you are watching Alright Classes, and today also we will continue with S block elements. S block elements, we all know that it contains two groups, first group and second group. Out of these two, first group we have already covered. Matlab we have seen trends in the chemical properties and physical properties of first group. So first group elements already we have seen. Second group elements we will be discussing today. But do remember, in my first lecture of this particular chapter, I have already told you what are the configurations, and we have discussed the configuration of these elements also. So I will not continue with that. I am not going to repeat it. So those who have not done the earlier videos, those who have not watched the earlier videos properly, please go through these videos first and then come to with this video so that you can better understand this particular concept. ठीक है, तो हम स्टार्ट करते हैं फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज. उससे पहले एक बार देख लें व्हाट दीज एलिमेंट्स आर. व्हाट आर दीज? बेरिलियम, मैग्नीशियम, कैल्शियम, स्ट्रोंशियम, बेरियम एंड रेडियम. This is radium and this is radon. Please take care of the symbols of these elements. So this last element which you can see here, radium. This radium is radioactive in nature. What kind of element it is? Radioactive. What are radioactive elements? Elements which have tendency to emit radiations continuously from them. These are called radioactive elements. And the time in which they remains half of their amount, the time in which they remains half of their amount is called their half life. तो जितने समय में कोई भी radioactive elements अपने amount का आधा रह जाता है, that is called its half life. And you know what is the half life of radium? It is 1602 years. Can you understand? 1602 years. If I am taking 1 kg of radioactive element radium, after 1602 years it will remain half kg. Radioactive elements have different half-lives. I can give you one more example. Remember that in group 1 there was a radioactive element called francium. Remember? So this francium was also a radioactive element. You know what is the T half of this particular francium? T half for this francium was only 22 minutes. Can you understand this? 22 minutes mein it will remain 1 kg to half kg. It will radiate some of the radiations. It will emit out some of the radiation from itself and then convert from the 1 kg to half kg. कितनी देर में? Only in 22 minutes. And for the same thing, it needs 1602 years. So element to element, the half-life changes. So we are not discussing the radioactive elements here. But I am telling you here, this is the last element and this is the first element. This is the smallest one. This is the biggest one. We will not be talking about the radium क्योंकि it is radioactive in nature. So we will be keeping it apart. We will not discuss it. Now next one is magnesium, calcium, strontium and barium. This we will be talking about. Out of these, this calcium is 5th abundant element. In the earth crust. And this magnesium you can see here, na? This magnesium is the 6th abundant element in the earth crust. So can you see there, they are found in the earth crust in bulk, and this is the reason they are known as alkaline earth metal. They are found in the earth crust and they form the hydroxide which are soluble in the water. That is why they are bases, and the bases which are dissolved in water are called alkali. That is why they are called alkali metals. But just because they are found in the earth crust, they are named as alkaline earth metals. So I hope it is clear to you that why they are named as alkaline earth metals, because they are found in the earth crust in huge amount. Next thing is, we are now starting with the physical properties, and the very first physical properties I am taking here is the atomic size. Atomic size and ionic size will change in the same way, so I am taking them together. Ionic size also, because we have already discussed that these elements, the atom which we are taking, 1 electron, 2 electrons will be there. 2 electrons will be there in the outermost shell. You can see there 2s2, 2, 3s2, 4s2, 5s2, means they will be having 2 electrons in the outermost shell. After the removal of one electron, they will have tendency, very high tendency to lose the second also. So इनका second ionization enthalpy, second IE जो होता है वो very less होता है. ओके, जिसकी वजह से दे हैव द टेंडेंसी टू लूज द सेकेंड इलेक्ट्रॉन एंड इजीली दे कैन कन्वर्ट इनटू +2 kind of ions. And because they are converting into +2 kind of ions, these electrons, these last shell will be pulled towards inside, due to which these +2 kind of ion will be smaller than the parent atom जिससे वो बने थे. For an example, if I am converting this magnesium into Mg+2, this will happen by the loss of 2 electrons, and when it will lose 2 electrons, if the size of this magnesium was this, the magnesium ion will be of this size because of the positive charge, because of the more effective nucleus. Now the electrons are less and protons are more in the nucleus, and that is why these protons which are in the nucleus will pull the electrons from the outermost shell, pull the outermost shell towards themselves, making it smaller. So you do remember that they are smaller. Always the cations are smaller from their parent atom. ये तो हम कर ही चुके हैं. One more thing you have to compare here is, if I talk about the first group elements and second group element, so you can compare their sizes also. That is first group element and second group elements में. If first group is this, first, second, third, fourth, the elements, the size of the elements is increasing this way. Suppose if the size is increasing this way, so if we move to the second group में what will happen, because one more electron is being removed, ये बनाते हैं +1 kind of ion, these are making +2 kind of ion. +2 kind of ion means more effective nucleus charge. More effective nucleus charge means the size will be comparatively smaller. So in comparison with the first group element, their size are स्मॉलर. तो इनके साइज फर्स्ट ग्रुप एलिमेंट के साइज से थोड़े छोटे होते हैं. तो ये आप याद रखेंगे. इन कंपैरिजन विद द फर्स्ट ग्रुप दे आर स्मॉलर. वैसे भी वी नो दिस थिंग दैट फर्स्ट ग्रुप एलिमेंट्स आर ऑलवेज biggest and in their own period, and when we move left to right, the trend says that the size decreases due to the effective nucleus charges. So we know that iron will also show the same trend. Here I have told you about the ions, but the atomic size will also show the same trend. They are smaller than first group element. So this is about the atomic size. So what is the trend? They at the atomic size increases up to down in the group. Okay, now let's move to the next characteristic, and the next characteristic is ionization enthalpy. I don't think कि ionization enthalpy में मुझे कुछ बोलना है. You can watch these diagrams also. You can see if I want to remove the electron from this and from this, the ionization enthalpy will show the same trend. That is, it decreases up to down. More is the size, less will be the ionization enthalpy. Less is the size, more will be the ionization enthalpy. तो क्या होगा? Smaller atom will be showing the higher ionization enthalpy, and bigger atom will show the lower ionization enthalpy. So what will be the trend for the ionization enthalpy? Ionization enthalpy will decrease up to down in the second group also. Second thing is ionization enthalpy, and it decreases up to down. Same way, atomic size increases up to down. Now let's see to the next property, and that is oxidation state. Now oxidation state means, already we have discussed this thing, that because they are having 2 electrons in the outermost shell, so they will get satisfied, they will acquire the noble gas configuration after the removal of these 2 electrons. So the only chance is that they will show +2 oxidation state. In the case of first group element, they were showing only +1. They are showing only +2 oxidation state. ठीक है. These, because they are forming only +2 oxidation state, so their compounds will be ionic in nature. So they will form ionic compounds always. क्योंकि +2 का मतलब है they will have the tendency to lose the electron, and they will metallic in nature. ठीक है. Next property is that they are reducing character. We know that reducing character means that will depend on कि how easily they lose the electron. We know that कि first group elements are very strong reducing agent क्योंकि they have more tendency to lose the electron. They are also very good reducing agent. They also have tendency to remove the electron so that they can reduce the others. They are good metals, but how the reducing character changes from up to down when we go, because the size increases up to down. It is a general trend. The reducing character will also increase. The lower metal will be the better reducing agent. So write down up to down, up to down. Reducing character increases up to down. Lower is the atom, bigger is the atom, bigger is the atom, more is the reducing character, because it is easy for it to lose the electron. Next property I am taking now is melting point and boiling point. What kind of property? Melting point and boiling point. Obviously they will be higher than the first group metals. We know that first group metals are the soft metals. Because they are soft, they will not be having higher boiling point, melting point. They are comparatively smaller, and just because they are smaller and their number of electrons, I have told you that the metallic bonding, which is responsible for the hardness of the metal, दो चीज़ों पे डिपेंड करती थी. व्हाट वर दिस? इट इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू द चार्ज. जितना ज़्यादा चार्ज उतना ज़्यादा हार्डनेस, जितना और साइज, इट इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द साइज. छोटा साइज मोर टेंडेंसी, मोर चार्ज मोर टेंडेंसी. तो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग, दे आर कंपैरेटिवली स्मॉलर. तो कंपैरेटिव टू द फर्स्ट ग्रुप एलिमेंट, इनका टेंडेंसी to get to have make the metallic bond will be more. तो इनके metallic bond hard हो गए, ये will be harder comparatively. On the other hand side अगर हम charge को भी देखें तो first group element are showing +1 charge and these elements are showing +2 charge. +1 charge, more is the charge, more will be the metallic bonding, means magnesium ion will be showing more metallic bonding. तो ये hard हो गया. So just because their metallic bonding will be stronger due to the charge, more charge and lesser size, they will make the stronger bond. Stronger bond means high melting point and boiling point. So if we compare the melting point, boiling point of the first group element and these elements, you will find that the melting point of these elements, boiling point of these elements are more than that of the first group element. I hope it is clear to you. Now let us talk about the flame coloration. Sixth point is flame coloration. A flame coloration means, already we have discussed this thing also, that when we burn the salt of these elements on the burner, on the flame, what happens? They get the energy from the flame and they excite to the higher energy state, and when they come back they lose the radiations. When it fall in the range of the visible region, they are visible to us, and just because they are having less ionization enthalpy, they get the energy from the flame that is sufficient for them to jump to the higher states, and then when they come back they lose the energy which is shown to us, which is seen to us. Now you do remember that only two elements, that is beryllium and magnesium, क्योंकि these two elements are very small in size, they do not get excited, they have high ionization enthalpy. अब क्योंकि इनकी ionization enthalpy काफ़ी ज़्यादा होती है, this is not sufficient, the flame is not providing them that much amount of energy, and that is why they do not get excited to the higher side and they do not give color to the flame. तो ये दोनों को छोड़ के rest of the elements give colors to the flame, and these elements can be easily recognized looking at their colors. What they are? Calcium, I am taking from calcium, strontium and barium. These calcium, strontium and barium gives colors. What these colors are? Calcium forms red color, strontium form crimson red, and barium form apple green color. ये बहुत बार पूछा जाता है. This forms apple green color. So if your flame turns to red, bright red, it is calcium. If your flame turns to crimson red, it is strontium. And if your flame turns to apple green color, it means it is barium. This was all about physical properties of these elements. Now let's see what are the chemical properties and how they changes in the group. So let's talk about the chemical properties, the trends in the chemical properties for these elements. I am starting from the first reaction, and that is reaction with air. And air में we already know this thing that we will be talking about the reaction with oxygen and nitrogen. Reaction with oxygen, we know this thing that when they react with the oxygen, they form oxides, and they form peroxide. Superoxide they don't form because most of the time they have this tendency, because they are smaller in size. Because they are smaller in size, their lattice enthalpies are very high comparative to the first group element. So just because their lattice enthalpy is very high, they can take the reaction up to peroxide and oxides. So most of the time they form oxides, and some of them like lower side element can form peroxide. So I am starting from beryllium, magnesium and calcium. These all have tendency to form oxides as a major product. On the other hand side, the rest of the elements, like we have strontium and barium and radium, these elements have tendency to form peroxide ion. This is peroxide major. So you will find that barium peroxide, strontium peroxide, so they are most of the time the bigger element form the peroxide, जबकि smaller elements can form oxide. If I talk about the nature of their oxides, so obviously magnesium and calcium oxides are ionic in nature, and these beryllium oxides, BeO, this beryllium oxide is amphoteric in nature. Amphoteric means it will behave like acidic as well as basic, both. Means it shows the acidic behavior with the base and basic behavior with the acid. So beryllium oxide is amphoteric in nature, and rest of the oxides are basic in nature. On the other hand side, this beryllium oxide is not ionic, it forms the covalent oxide, jabki these oxides are ionic in nature. So I hope it is clear to you that they form oxides and these form peroxide. Now let's move to the next part, and that is reaction with nitrogen. So we know that nitrogen के साथ these elements form M3N2 kind of nitride. For an example, if I am taking magnesium and I react it with the nitrogen, it will form Mg3N2, magnesium nitride. As I have already told you, इनकी lattice enthalpy काफ़ी ज़्यादा होती है. Because the lattice enthalpy is very high, they can give the energy to break down. They have the tendency to break that bond which is formed between the nitrogen and nitrogen. नाइट्रोजन के बॉन्ड को तोड़ने के लिए वी नीड हाई लैटिस एंथैल्पी विच इज प्रेजेंट इन दीज एलिमेंट, क्योंकि ये थोड़े छोटे हैं कंपैरेटिव टू फर्स्ट ग्रुप एलिमेंट. तो वी हैव ऑलरेडी लर्न दिस थिंग कि फर्स्ट ग्रुप के एलिमेंट कैन नॉट फॉर्म नाइट्राइड एक्सेप्ट लिथियम, क्योंकि उसका हाइड्रोजन उसका लैटिस एंथैल्पी काफ़ी ज़्यादा था बिकॉज इट वॉज स्मॉलर. Rest of the element of this particular first group was not making nitride, जबकि इस group में because of the size, smaller size and higher charges on them, they have lattice enthalpy, higher lattice enthalpy, जिसकी वजह से they can make nitrides. तो याद रखिएगा, second group elements can make nitrides, जबकि first group elements cannot make nitrides. ठीक है, next reaction लेते हैं, and the next reaction is reaction with halogens. ये काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है, तो प्लीज कॉन्सेंट्रेट ऑन दिस. हैलोजन के साथ वी ऑलरेडी नो दिस थिंग दैट M plus X2, M is indicating metal, X is indicating halogen. तो जब metal will react with the halogen, it will form MX2 type of halides. MX2 type of halides में भी we know that it is ionic in nature, and क्योंकि ये आपका +2 बनाता है, ये आपका -1 बनाता है, because these are made up of between the ion and ion, so it is ionic compound, and this reaction takes place at a very high temperature. हाई टेम्परेचर पे होगी बट हो जाएगी. जैसे फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल मैग्नीशियम will react with the chlorine to form magnesium chloride. This is the way we prepare their chlorides, bromides, iodide. Means the halides can be prepared easily by reacting the metal with the halogen. So the halides can be formed. But the beryllium is the only one which does not make these halides easily. तो beryllium के halides कैसे बनेंगे? Beryllium के halides can be easily formed by heating a substance called ammonium tetrafluoroberylate. So I am writing down the formula of this ammonium tetrafluoroberylate. I am writing down the name first here. Ammonium tetrafluoroberylate, BERYLLATE. The formula of this compound is ammonium whole 4 BeF4 So this compound, if you heat, you will get this beryllium fluoride. So how the beryllium fluoride is formed? It is formed by heating ammonium tetrafluoroberylate. So with this NH3 तो बाहर निकल जाएगा, ओके, आपका बेरिलियम विल मेक द फ्लोराइड, दैट इज BeF2 बन जाएगा, BeF2 बन जाएगा, एंड व्हाट इज लेफ्ट आउट? वी हैव वन मोर थिंग विच विल बी फॉर्म्ड ड्यूरिंग दिस रिएक्शन, एंड दैट इज HF. Okay, so 3 products you will be getting on heating beryllium, that ammonium tetrafluoroberylate. So we cannot form the beryllium fluorides using this method. We form the beryllium fluoride using this method. Okay, rest of the beryllium compound can also be formed using something else, not that simple method कि beryllium को react करा दिया with the magnesium, with the chlorine, and barium chloride will be formed. So how barium chloride will be formed? Beryllium chloride can be formed by reducing beryllium oxide, like BeO. This is beryllium oxide. I am going to react it with chlorine and one reducing agent called carbon. Now what will happen? This Be will be reduced to BeCl2, and this carbon will take this oxygen. CO will be formed. So this way beryllium oxide can be converted into beryllium chloride. Otherwise, by the simple method reacting the beryllium with the chlorine, fluorine, bromine, we cannot form beryllium chlorides या bromides या iodides. So these are the two important reactions. We student used to forget it, but do remember this is oxide and this is reduction. Oxygen हटाकर chlorine लगा रहा है. Who is doing this? Carbon is a reducing agent here, which is reducing this beryllium oxide into beryllium chloride. So beryllium chloride is formed this way. Okay. Now let's talk about their reaction with the acids. When they react with the acid, this is a simple reaction. We all know this reaction, that these metals will react with the acid to form hydrogen gas, because these are metals and having very strong metallic character. So they will have the tendency to replace the hydrogen from the acid. So their reaction with acid will be simple one, that is with acids. So if I am taking dilute HCl and I am reacting it with the magnesium solid, what will happen? Dilute HCl में से H can be removed easily, because this magnesium is going to convert into magnesium chloride and this hydrogen will be removed. The reason is same. Magnesium will have tendency to convert into Mg+2 by the loss of electron, and ये electron HCl will provide HNCl minus. ये electron will go with the hydrogen, and this hydrogen will be converted into hydrogen gas. That is, H plus ion will gain the electron to convert H. H and H will combine to form the hydrogen gas. Hydrogen will be released during the change. Is it clear? So let's see how the reducing property changes up to down in this particular group. So I am taking reducing property. Up reducing property, the same way we will be explaining this as I have explained you in the last video for the first group element. So do remember that reducing property depend on the tendency, how easily they release the electron. We know that this element also have tendency to lose the electron easily, क्योंकि इनका ionization enthalpy भी काफी कम होता है. We know that they are also very good metals, so they will lose the electron. If this is losing the electron and any atom, suppose there is oxygen, it is going to gain the electron lost by them and will convert into O2 minus, and then they will form the ions like Mg+2 and O2 minus to form the ionic compound. This is happening. So who is responsible for the gaining of electrons by the oxygen? This magnesium. This magnesium would not have lost the electron so that it could have reduced. तो कौन responsible हुआ ऑक्सीजन के रिडक्शन के लिए? Magnesium. So that is why the magnesium is a reducing agent. Up, we all know this thing, that up to down when we move, the size of the atom increasing, and if the size of the atom is increasing, it is easy for them to lose the electron. So they will becoming better and better metal. तो up to down जब better होगा, इसका मतलब क्या है? It means that they are having more tendency to lose the electron, and it will be easy for them to reduce others. So that is why the reducing property increases up to down in the group. So this trend will be followed by these elements. ठीक है. Now let's move to the next one. And next property, the fifth property is with liquid ammonia. Already we have discussed this in the last group, that is first group में, how they react with liquid ammonia. In the liquid ammonia they also show blue color, deep blue. So the color will be deep blue. The reason will be same. Just because water, this HCl was dissociating, this electron lost by the magnesium has obtained this H plus and converted this H plus into hydrogen. But क्योंकि ये ammonia is not going to dissociate easily because it is not self ionized easily, this electron which will be lost by the metal, okay, ये metal तो electron छोड़ेगा ही. अब ये electron अगर H plus को मिल जाता, अगर होता तो this would have been given to this H plus. लेकिन अगर ये H plus नहीं है, that is why this electron will remain as such and will be surrounded by ammonia molecule. अब जब ये ammonia molecule will surround it, it will be held loosely in between the ammonia molecule, and that makes it blue in color because it vibrates there. It starts vibrating between, and just because of its vibration the color appears. Which color appears here? Deep blue color. So the solution of ammonia will give blue color with the metal of second group elements. Okay. So this ammonia will give blue color with second group elements. So I hope now it is clear to you that how second group elements are reacting to form the various compounds and what is the nature of these compounds. So I hope this video will be helpful for you to understand all the properties and the trends shown by these elements. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share my video and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.